love them, I do. I steal Fritos corn chips. I take them from you.
It's amazing the things, that just
We
kind
got
of
away with, yeah.
slide. They just kind of slide past everybody's attention.
I know. I know. No matter you can deny it all you want to, but there is a lot of racism built into this culture.
Oh God, it was built on it. Oh, all right. So we're streaming. Oh, I got to get rid of that stupid. There is a box on there. I can make that go away forever. This stupid little Discord box that comes up on the video. Do not show me this again. There we go.
I actually have a song I occasionally perform that was written in 1901. That it was written obviously by a white guy that did not know half the stuff he was spouting, but he was getting married to a mixed race Cajun woman.
Oh.
And now the song is very famous because there have been a number of blues musicians that sang the chorus over and over again, but they didn't know the verses. I know Mississippi John Hurt got really famous singing Creole Belle, but he did not know the verses, or at least he never sang them. But the whole thing is I'm getting married, and all these darkies are dancing around, and wow, isn't that amazing? And
And
he just didn't understand that it was a big thing that he was marrying a colored girl.
and
And it was copyrighted in Detroit, so I don't know if they knew it better.
the interesting thing about that is it's so obvious when we see it nowadays, but it is everywhere. But also the effort to reverse course on all that is an
Yeah.
obvious thing that is seen too. Um, so I don't know. Maybe we're not going to see it. Not in our lifetime, anyway. Are we going to see an end to it all? So I announced it on Discord. Let me do Telegram. And are we boycotting Reddit like everybody else is?
Well, I have never used Reddit, so
Yeah.
I know we have our own group there, but I don't know how busy it is.
Well, Leo and I were talking about this. It's not a new thing, but it's kind of made its way into the zeitgeist lately because of this thing on Reddit, project called Lemmy, where you can basically
Yeah,
self-host this thing that kind of behaves
but then who's going to
federated.
talk?
Yeah, it seems to be picking up a little traction.
Yeah, Mastodon's gaining a little traction,
Yeah.
but I have one account that I don't read very much because I get a lot of stuff on it, and I got another account I read all of it. I don't get much on it. I need to have different accounts for different facets of my life so I can keep up on it.
I've got things
But
siloed off like that too. Yeah. It I don't know.
well, my host Tux account is always getting flooded. I could spend a couple hours a day and keep it caught up, but it would take that. But my neurodifferent.me account I can keep up with on a daily basis just looking at it once a day.
It was just Leo and I on OTC. I was a little worried that it would be because I asked him in the beginning because yeah, it was 8 minutes till showtime, and I got on Discord and I said 8 minutes, guys. And here comes Norbert. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm not gonna be there. Oh, I'm used to that though. I've got young people. I've got children that are young people, and that's just something you got get used to, I guess. Um, but I was like, well, should we just cancel the show? We decided to soldier on, just the two of us, and by God, we'd still be recording right now if I didn't have to come
Yeah,
over here and do this because
yeah, yeah.
we can go.
Leo.
Yeah, I mean, Leo, if you need to improv it, Leo's your man. And Norbert is
Yeah.
too. That's the whole reason why I chose those two, and it's worked out pretty good.
Is Norbert doing less starting and stopping?
Um, yeah, because he's not reading anything, so it's
Hmm.
just right off the top of his head, so it's a lot easier for him. Um, and he's talking about something usually that he's interested in, so it works out.
Bill, you've moved up to number 14 on the hosting charts.
Oh, where is everyone else?
You mean here in the room or you mean on the hosting charts?
Well, here in the room, did I wasn't paying attention. Did Majid and Joe say they're not going to make it, or?
Majid had a fire.
Oh,
It looks like it only took out his patio and scorched some of the outside stuff, but he is dealing with it. He did post that in general.
yeah, I'm looking at that now. That's so these black marks. I don't know if he'd want me putting this on video or not.
Yeah, it looks like a fire in that on that end of his patio.
Uh, that's kind of strange because the black marks kind of follow the bottom and then make a right angle straight up.
Yeah.
There's some kind of drainage along the edge there.
Well, I'm assuming there is something of a patio roof, and where you see the vertical thing is where the posts were for it.
Yeah. Something caught fire down in the. What did somebody pour gasoline down the drainage? And
I have no idea what happened, but all I see is the picture, same as you.
that looks odd. Hmm. Well,
Anyhow,
yeah.
yeah, hosting wise, like I say, you're up to number 14.
Well, I'd say that's respectable for a show that's been around since 2003.
And you're only 2 behind Tony Watts and 8 behind Rothgar.
Wow.
And Charles Olson is also in reach if you do 11 more episodes. Then you'll just have Isaac and Tony and Joe Ressington and Harrison and Leo to catch before you're not going to catch me and Joe unless I quit again. Joe is 2 behind James for 3rd place.
Where's Joe Resington at?
Joe Ressington is at 78, tied in 7th place.
Hmm.
Joe Ressington and Harrison are at 78. You're at 31. Got a ways to go yet, but you'll get there.
Yeah. About 2 years.
Well, if you do 11 more episodes, you'll be tied with Charles Olson for 11th place. If I do 11 more episodes, I'll break 100. Nobody but Rob, Scott, James, and Joe ahead of me now. Put it this way, I'm the highest co-host that is still double digits.
Hmm. Switch count. Here we go. Pop out chat. Close that. Okay.
Ajit is in a tie for 24th, and he has to do 2 more episodes. He'll be in a tie for 22nd, and 3, and he'll be alone in 22nd.
I had that volume thing pop up 2 spots once a couple of weeks ago, and then I restarted and it went away. And I have no idea what caused it because you've got. You're using Mate, right?
Yep.
Is that a widget, or is that something sitting in the system tray?
It's in the system tray.
Okay. Because usually what I've seen happen is you'll have it'll pop up once because of the widget, and then if they add like a system tray icon, then it'll pop up twice. That happens on uh, Plasma a lot because
Well,
Plasma,
they both say the same exact thing.
yeah.
I left click on them, I have a volume control. If I right click on them, I have mute output and sound preferences.
What I wish I could do with Cinnamon is instead of using this built-in Cinnamon thing, just have it open PAView control because that works better for managing all your sound stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So, any idea what we're talking about this episode?
uh, nope.
Just you and me, kid.
Yeah.
Where the hell is Joe? He didn't say anything this week.
No, he didn't. What's going on with Joe? He rage quit us.
Hey, Joe, got gum?
Oh, this is no good.
Oh, my.
There, I hit him up. You know, it's Saturday, right?
Yeah, we do this thing every week. At Joe, where are you? Where are you going with that gun in your hand?
Okay. I gotta save my Audacity. God, Audacity's driving me nuts lately.
Oh, what version you using?
Well, funny you should ask. Um, I got irritated at the app image again, so I got it from GitHub. And when you go through the website and you follow the link and then you download it, you don't know it until you've got it installed, but then you end up with an alpha. I've got 3.3.2 alpha from the 3rd of June, but it works better than the official release did, and it integrates. It doesn't take but not even a minute to compile Audacity and install it. So
Well, at this time, I'm running 2.4.2 from the repo.
the thing about the repo version, well, there are two things. You don't get the new uh, database method of storing the project file, and you don't get the little bar at the top to slide, to do the time shifting, which is a pain in the butt going back and forth uh, between the time shift tool and the selection tool.
Okay.
Yeah, with the new versions, it's you just grab the bar, grab each waveform at the top, and you can move them no matter what tool you've got selected.
Well, last time I was using 3.x, we weren't getting a bottom bar or anything. We just, there was something completely missing, and you said it was based on your desktop or something, and I couldn't figure it out, so I haven't gone back to 3.x since.
Yep, the scroll bar, and it is still missing in this alpha version as well. They have not fixed it yet. It's
No,
also
I don't know how I can work without that. So.
well, you just unmaximize it and remaximize it, and it appears.
Oh,
And
it's magic,
so it's some kind of
you
race condition.
know.
Something that doesn't, I mean, it doesn't form when you're importing the audio. It needs to form when the window is being redrawn, I guess. Which, I mean, it is a well known bug. Audacity is perfectly aware of it. And so far, I don't think anything's been done about it.
Well, let me uninstall this and install the Flatpak, because that's what I usually do anyhow.
I don't know why I didn't use that. The thing about Flatpak is just it's the way Flatpak is just so disconnected from the rest of the system. But
Well,
you
that's the
get
idea, isn't it?
yeah, but on software that needs access to some libraries and stuff like that, there ought to be a straightforward way to grant access to applications that don't necessarily have
Oh,
it
crap.
by default. What let's pick a lowball topic, something easy that people that
Okay,
affect normal
installing the
people.
flat pack. That was number 2. I only have 3 packages to install. Got 2 of them in already.
So what you'll
And there
do
we go.
is make sure that it's not maximized when you like import something, and then get it import or when you import your audio into it, and then like zoom in on it. That way it extends out past the borders of the window. You know what I mean? And then maximize it, and the scroll bar should appear. If you just maximize it and unmaximize, or do that without like zooming in on the audio, then it won't.
Okay, what did I get? I'm opening it up. Incompatible plugins found. Audacity has found 1 incompatible plugins which could not be loaded. We have disabled these plugins to avoid any stalling or crashes.
Which
This
ones?
is EG-sampler.
Don't know what that is. Don't use it. So
I don't know what it is.
I go through and disable a lot of them just to keep them from.
It's EG-sampler and it is disabled. http://lv2plug.in/plugin/eg-sampler.
Ain't nothing for me.
Okay. I don't do any sampling that I know of. Okay, I now have 3.3.3. I do not have any bottom bar.
You said 3.3.3?
Yep.
What have I got again?
I do not. I have a top thumb. It doesn't look right, but yeah, it is set up for mono, I think. Yep. It's mono.
Oh, you got a later version than my alpha.
About Audacity. Audacity 3.3.3.
Well, let me tell you what Bill's getting ready to do.
Go get the flat pack.
Let's see what we. I'm gonna try it. Just to let's see. Control Alt T. Check
Edit
install.
preferences. Also default. Yeah, you can't tell which one's a mic, except you can tell the webcam. You got 8 different HDI Intel PCH things. HDA Intel PCH. ALC 233. 3 analog, 4 analog, and 4 alt analog. All right, I know you've been a little off for a while, but I love you too. Yeah. Sayonara. Has to be Shasta.
Okay, flat pack.
She doesn't know the Shasta stuff. So, like, I don't know why I have all these HDA Intel PCH ALC 233 settings as possibilities. I assume all or some of them are my Focusrite.
Just go with default, and then make sure you've got the right microphone set up as the desktop default, and you just ain't never got to worry about it. All right, let's install this bad boy.
Oh,
That installed fast.
Yeah, it did. I only had 3 small files.
Audacity is starting up. not responding. Huh. Force quit.
Maybe we could talk about Audacity.
Yeah, see, this irritates me to no end. This is the only application that has behaved like this. Force quit. Let me see if it's still running in the background now. I guarantee you. Let's see. Hey, you. No, I guess not. I don't see it anywhere.
Yeah, Dale gave me a page of accessories for the M700 Tinies.
The what now?
Dale gave me a page of accessories for the M700 Tiny.
Oh, yeah?
Actually, he found a whole section of Lenovo. Ordered a scooter, wanted to try it out first. Oh, well. Dale Miracle, parked at TA Express.
Did you actually get Audacity to launch? Because there's
Yeah,
a lot of people in the comments here having the same problem I am.
on the latest version, yeah, I go click, and well, I'm in Mint Mate.
I'm in mint
Audacity
cinnamon.
3.3.3.
Let's see.
And it's right there. I don't know if I can work with it, but it's right there. There's a little box in the bottom left corner that says snap.
Yeah, what's that do? I don't.
I don't know. I don't want to run snaps on my machine.
I bet that's not what they mean.
I bet that's not probably snap to something. Like anyhow, oh boy.
3.3.3. Okay, let's try this. Let's try running this from the terminal, shall we? First, flat hub. Find the actual terminal command. Audacity. Maybe we should try this tenacity thing that's on FlatHub.
Is it something that you don't have to compile yourself?
No, it's a Flatpak.
Oh,
It's a it looks cool too. It's a fork of Audacity.
yeah, I know that. I've been. It wasn't fully up to snuff yet, the last I heard. But okay, Flatpak. Install Tenacity. Looking for matches. Found tenacity audio.tenacity slash x8664 slash stable. Use this, yes. 2 files. And that's in.
Okay, so I tried to run Audacity from the terminal and it gives me a GDK root window assertion. GDK screen failed. Oh, yeah, I'm over it.
You're over it?
Yep. Flatpak remove Audacity. I'm going to try
Well,
this tenacity thing though.
I've got Tenacity. I open it up and okay. The version of Tenacity you are using is a pre-release version. Use of these releases in production environments is discouraged. This version of Tenacity might contain unknown bugs along with possible data loss.
They got to
Welcome
tell you
to
that.
Tenacity 1.3.0-beta 3-1.
I want to see this though. Launch.
They have quick help online, they have Audacity manual online, and they have a wiki.
Not responding. So something is clearly amiss.
Switching it to mono.
Something's wrong with my Flatpaks. Well, then again, no, I got OBS Studio running, and that's a flat pack.
That is weird. I did my pause and record, and those buttons don't show. There's a stop button is all that's highlighted here. No, that's not even highlighted. But the audio track is down at the bottom of the screen, and there's black space up. Yeah, I don't know. I have to go get my phone and take a picture of this. Well, I guess I could here. Print screen. How stupid of me.
Yeah, we have the technology.
Print screen. New. Select area to grab. Take screenshot. And I grab all this. And there we go. Copy to clipboard. Go back over here. Click on general and go here and paste. And that's what I got. The audio track's down at the bottom. I don't know what all the black space in the middle is.
Looks like it's already got something imported. Weird.
Well, it says audio track down here.
What's the one above it? The stereo track above it. Scroll up.
Doesn't say anything there.
Huh.
Cancel the save. It doesn't say anything.
X out both of those.
It says audio. It does say audio track. Okay, so I can. Oh, there we go.
That ought to give you your record button back.
Well, I X'd out the. I didn't see it was a scroll up. It was such a wide track that it was a scroll up until you get to the X. Huh. Well, we can try it. Whatever.
Meanwhile, I build from source again.
What, Tenacity didn't make it for you?
No, not really. It wouldn't even open. I got something going on here. Some reason why it wouldn't. Work.
Probably a problem with cinnamon. I swear I've tried cinnamon a few times and it looks nice, but the bells and whistles are more distracting than helpful. And I go to Mate, I got the same thing, just without the bells and whistles that are distracting. I tried the new Debian.
I haven't done that yet. Yeah.
I downloaded the LXQT, the Mate, and the Plasma versions. And I tried to install the LXQT, and it has some installer I haven't seen before, and it locked up on a page where it had the banner saying Debian 12, and I had a white screen below that, and the white screen just had the words configuring system, and it just sat there and sat there and sat there, and I finally just rebooted and went to Mate, and it had a different installer, and it went in like nothing. Why do they have different installers on different flavors of Debian?
That's a good question.
I haven't tried the Plasma yet because the Mate worked, so I have something to review. Put it on my T540p, my review machine. I don't know why. I'm keeping that machine as the review machine because it has both NVIDIA and Intel graphics, but unless I use gaming, who gives a fuck?
Right. Yeah, that's kind of where I landed. I mean, the NVIDIA card gives you the it's got its own engine for doing encoding, video encoding and decoding instead of using the CPU. But the difference it makes is just like in OBS Studio. The reason I got that NVIDIA card is because I wanted to use that on OBS Studio. But I mean, I got 32 gigs of RAM in this thing, and it's only and it's got the Ryzen 7, and it was only using maybe 3% more CPU than
Yeah.
it would be otherwise. So it's just not worth the trouble of
Yeah, I've got a 6th gen i7 in my Tiny and 16 gigs of RAM and an SSD, and I just don't know. Uh, I have not yet needed that NVIDIA card. I mean, I get the driver. It's nice to know that I can run the 470 driver or whatever it is. I think it's a 470. Um, but as far as I know, I've never used the actual card. I've seen maybe once or twice that it even has the NVIDIA logo down in my uh, taskbar.
I use when I've used it, it's just been like to talk about like on my laptop that's got the Optimus thing, just to be able to say, yeah, the status of gaming on Linux has gotten better, and here's some of evidence to point towards that fact.
Boy, the way Steam talked when they were coming out with the Steam Deck, they were going to have 100% games on Linux, and they ain't got there yet. But I
uh,
still keep seeing the big drawback to Linux being that most of your games won't run, and I'm pretty sure that's not true anymore. I'm sure some of your games won't run, but I don't think it's most anymore.
no, in fact, I think it's actually a low number of games.
Oh.
Uh,
So anyhow,
Encoding
I
overloaded. What do we got going on here?
I did post the specs of my 580 here in the general room so that Majid could see them. I know he was interested. Was up a while. There it is. Yeah. Yesterday at 1:04 a.m., so it's not very far back. I probably should update those because at the time I was running 5150-56 generic, and I'm sure I'm running 59 or even 74 by now. Who knows? But still 5.15 kernel.
Uh, Seems like I'm not streaming very well here. YouTube is complaining.
Oh, let me see.
YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. But I've got, yeah, it's 8750 kilobytes per second and 160 bit rate for the audio. Huh.
Okay. mintCast Roundtable, one watching. Well, now there's two watching, you and me.
I think
And
Respawn is
mine
one.
looks frozen. Oh, boy, there's what, a 5 second delay?
The heck is going on here? I don't know.
More like a 10 or 15. All right, I'm turning off. It's running, but it's running slow.
Yeah, I maybe should have did a reboot before. Maybe I shouldn't have started compiling Audacity while I was doing this. Well, when you've got 16 cores 32
and
gigs
32
of
gigs of
RAM.
RAM.
Yeah, you think you ought to be able
Shouldn't
to
you have at
do.
least 4 gigs per core?
I don't know if it's that simple or not. I mean, some cores are performance and some are efficiency.
Yeah.
And I've only got 2 slots in this machine, so
Ah,
I don't think I can. I'm not sure I would have chose this machine if I had it to do over again because it's only got 2 PCI slots too. One of them,
which machine are we talking about?
the big HP tower that I bought when I
Ah,
started the show. But I guess we'll continue the conversation on Discord as to what our topic will be when we can get some
what,
more people.
what about the Think Center?
The Think
Is it
Center is,
better or worse than the HP?
I don't know because all it's doing is server work, but it's doing it
Well,
flawlessly. Um,
does it have the uh, slots like you
oh
just
yeah,
said it only had? Yeah.
yeah, it's got 4 slots for RAM, and then it's got a bunch more slots for PCI, but it uses DDR3 RAM, and it's like a fourth gen i5. So I mean,
Well, you
it's
can probably upgrade the processor, no sweat,
probably if I needed to. I don't know if
but
I.
you'd still be stuck with the DDR3
Yeah.
RAM.
So
But that's not the slowest RAM in the world, you know?
no, not really. All right. Well, we'll call this what it is for right now. Then
Yeah.
see if we can get. I don't know if we can
But
get it.
who's going to watch me if you go away?
Well, I don't think we're streaming anyway, so I don't know. Um,
Well, I looked on YouTube and it was, but may have changed something since then.
you said there was a delay though.
Oh, well, yeah, a 10-second delay, 15, whatever, but it was going.
Oh, but the
I
audio and video is lining up and everything though. There's no.
Well, if I took my headphones off, it would be fine. Or I don't.
Oh,
But
you mean that? Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
delay from
yeah,
the time I say something to the time I hear it on YouTube is
yeah.
about 15
That's
seconds.
pretty much normal. Um, I assume respawn. I assume you're still on here. Can you let us know if it's working well? Nobody seems to be complaining, so
I didn't even see that respawn was on finally. Mm-hmm.
there's respawn and then somebody with Cyrillic writing or what looks like Cyrillic to me.
Mm. See, one of my friends just posted a Hulk needlepoint with the topic Hulk Stitch.
There, I shut Telegram down. Let's see if that fixes anything.
Oh,
Telegram
probably
seems to
not.
screw stuff up a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for my. Huh.
I don't use things people keep telling me, well, my Firefox is slow. I go, how many tabs do you have open? Oh, 46.
Right. Yeah.
Well, you know. Oh, we could spend some more time talking about Audacity or maybe OBS since you know something.
OBS runs flawlessly as a flat pack. I have never had a problem with OBS except well for right now, but I don't think this is OBS's fault. Um,
Hmm.
but it just seems like some it seems like some packages work better in, and this is one of my biggest problems with these containerized formats is that some stuff works better over here than it does over here, and I'm sure that's just entirely because it's getting more attention on one side than it is in another.
Huh. Oh, by the way, I did get my songs edited. I haven't posted them yet, but they are edited. I'm trying to find a graphic for the album so I uh, can upload that.
Oh yeah, well done on all
Uh,
that, by the way. Your
did you get to
concert,
listen?
yeah, a little bit, yeah. Not very long because after we got done recording, the kids started bugging me. They were down here every 10 minutes, and
Mm.
um, but yeah, that was.
Well, I got 12 songs in, and I recorded three more at the later Filk Circle. I did not get. There was one I sang Friday, and I did not get that recorded. And I was wanting to put that in my show, and I didn't. The way it turned out, I only did four songs in my concert that I wrote the lyrics to. And I don't think any of them were originals in terms of the music. But I made sure that I didn't play anything that I'd played in my previous concert. And I did not have a record of my earlier concert. I did a half hour 2 years ago, and I did an hour a year ago.
Yeah.
Uh, and so this is, I'm going to call this album Third Time's the Charm. I'm looking for a free available graphic for that because I can't do graphics.
I can't either. I go to Fiverr and hire somebody to do it, which hit or
Well,
miss.
I just look for something in the CCBYSA.
All right. Audacity 3.3.3, and a I didn't get an alpha this time because I downloaded it straight from the website instead of going to GitHub. So I wonder if they fixed anything that I was having trouble with.
By the way, I'm using Swiss Cows as my search engine now.
Swiss cows.
Swiss Cows. You go to swisscows.com and you can get a plugin for Firefox for it.
Huh.
And however, it is completely family friendly. You cannot turn off the family guard. So if you want to go search for porn, you've got to load another search engine.
Yeah, well, you want you want to do that anyway. You want to use something like Libre Wolf for that anyway. That way, it's keeping all that stuff siloed off.
Well, that's what you use a VPN and a private window for.
Yeah, but if you
You don't have
do
to.
want to keep things saved, you just don't want them getting mixed up with the things that are in the rest of your life. We could do a whole show on safely how to safely porn. Let's see. See, I'm kind of digging this version, this new. Let's OTC.
Hmm.
Um, no, that's not what I wanted. OBS. There we go. 3FT. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what that snap down there does. I'd like to know that way if it's something useful. 3.3.3. All right. And I zoom in and no scroll bar appears. However, I maximize and there it is. It appears.
Oh, that's horrible. I'm looking for this graphic. I see a meme with Melania on it with the quote, Donald Trump will never abandon you, end quote, said his third wife.
Lord. Alright, so this version of Audacity is fine. Just no horizontal scroll bar. Just is what it is. Gotten used to it not being there.
Mm.
And apparently the problem with the stream has gone away too. Must have been something I was doing. Or something somebody was doing somewhere else in the house. I need to do some hardware updating with the network stack. The router has been I'm gonna replace that router with just a regular Ethernet router and then use a wireless access point for the Wi-Fi. Try to separate these things. Well, all right. I'm going to get out of here, Moss.
Okay, Bill, you take care.
Yeah, you do the same. If anybody's watching, give us some ideas on topics to discuss. Something simple, I think, just in case we got to throw it together at the last minute. If not,
We have Telegram, we have Discord, we have email. Let us know what you want to hear.
I have not set up Mastodon yet. I plan to do it. I have to decide which server I want to use.
Well, I recommend hosttux.social because it is a Linux-based. It's based in Luxembourg, I believe.
Oh.
It's English and French for the most part, with most of it being English. And it's not overloaded. It was one of the ones recommended to me when I looked things up. Hosttux.social.
Is it HOST?
UX.
Oh, okay. That's why I couldn't find it.
Hosttux.
I did two. I put two T's in it.
Oh.
Well, you know what? This will be it. This is the one I'll use then. Create account. Display name. mintCast. Username. mintCast.
Oh, you're doing this for us then, not for you.
No, I've got my own Mastodon on Fostodon, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't have enough traffic going on to where I need to create multiple accounts right now. If that ever does happen, then maybe I will.
Yeah, I've got Bard Moss, the Linux guy, and Moss, the Reluctant Bard. Obviously, I post my podcast to the Linux guy, and I keep the Reluctant Bard for my private stuff with mostly dealing with autism. That's at neurodifferent.me.
Cool. Why do you want to join?
Because it's cool.
mintCast is the podcast by the Linux Mint community for all users of Linux.
Sure, make it sound like a bot.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't do that.
Mintbot.
Podcast.
Have fun, Bill.
Yeah, you too. We'll talk to you later.
Bye bye.
Bye now.